Good afternoon. This is Teters Home Cooking again, and today we're going to be making berry cream muffins with raspberries and blueberries. I normally only use blueberries because that's what my family likes, and I always pick my blueberries at the Lost Branch Blueberry Farm just south of Kirksville. It's about 6 miles east on number 6, so it's a great adventure for kids in the summertime. Would take your grandkids or your kids and go up and pick some blueberries this summer. But right now we're going to start making my blueberry muffins. The first thing we're going to do is to take the dry ingredients, and you separate your dry ingredients from your wet ingredients. So my recipe calls for 2 cups of flour. Get it read right here. So we're going to do 2 cups of flour, and then we're going to do a cup of sugar, so because they're nice and sweet and creamy. That was the name of the recipe. And then we do half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And then you mix that all up, and then you put your blueberries into your flour mixture here. Now, if you use frozen blueberries, which mine are frozen now, you do not thaw them. You leave them frozen, and you use a cup and a half of berries. And when I bring these home from the blueberry farm, you don't wash them or anything because they don't spray their blueberries with anything. And then I just bag them up in a cup, in a little sandwich bag. 1 cup to a little sandwich bag, and then I put several bags into a gallon bag, and then put them into your flour mixture and coat them so that they're all nicely coated with the flour. Give them a good stir. And then that's our dry ingredients. Then you take 2 eggs, and you take, let's see what it says, a cup of sour cream, and let's see, where's my spoon? Nope, there it is. Get my other stuff here. And my niece, Tiffany Murr, gave me this recipe, and it is just, they're nice and moist and very, very good. Sometimes muffins can get a little dry, but these are very moist. And then you take a half a cup of oil, and your vanilla. And I do a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you stir all that up. So I'm going to mix this all together. Mix your eggs and your oil and your sour cream and your vanilla all together. And then we're going to take the flour mixture and then just gradually add that into our wet mixture. And you don't want to stir muffins just until all the flour is nice and moist. You don't want to overmix on them. So give it a few stirs here till it's just mixed and your blueberries are all spread through. And your batter will be pretty thick. And then we're going to fill our muffin tins. See, it's just a nice thick batter. Now we'll fill them not overly full, but about 2/3 full. And make sure you get a good glob of blueberries in them. And depending upon how big your muffin tins are, will depend on how, add a little dab more, because my next muffin tins are quite a bit bigger. This tin was my mother-in-law's, and so that makes a little bit bigger muffin, especially if you don't use the liner. Now if you use the liner, they ought to come out just about the same. Sometimes I don't use liners and just put them right into the muffin tin. But we'll fill them all a little bit, and then we'll go back and maybe fill in a few more, make them a little bigger. And then we will bake these at 400 for about 20 minutes. And I'm going to top some of them with a crumble, because I did that one time and my husband liked that. So the recipe really doesn't call for that, but I experimented a little bit and he liked it, so I took 1/4 cup of oatmeal and 1/4 cup of brown sugar and about a tablespoon of butter and made a crumble. And so I'm going to put that on top of some of these. Okay, which one needs a little more? Let's add a little more to that one over there. See, a good cook always uses her fingers. Okay, now then, I made up my crumble, and I'm just going to put a little dab on top of each one of these, and then we're going to pop them in the oven here. And in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we'll have some berry cream blueberry muffins. And like I said, you can use raspberries, or you could even use chocolate chips. If you have kids, I'm sure that kids would probably prefer the chocolate chips, but I prefer the blueberries. So, okay, we're ready to go to the oven. And my other one. And we'll set my timer for 20 minutes, and we're good to go. Okay, we'll wait and see how they come out. Okay, my timer just went off. They've been in 25 minutes at 400 degrees, and we'll see if they're done. Oh, I think they are. Let me test them. They came out clean. So here are the one pan. Those beautiful, look yummy. And then here is the other pan. Ah, blueberry muffins for breakfast in the morning.
Let's see. Let's see if these are any good.
See if they're as good as what we brag about.
Okay.
It would be hot. Don't burn yourself.
Mmm. I like that stuff on top there.
That crunch? See, Huey liked the crunch too.
That's really good.
So I added that.
Oh, so that's just your.
That's the teeter touch.
I see. Let me take one more bite there. And it is warm, but it is good.
Well, good. Good. Glad you like them. You can take a few home with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, that is how you make berry cream muffins from Teters Home Cooking. I hope you enjoy them.